So today, we're going to be using one of your guys' decks in Majestic Challenge and see how well can I do. This time we're going to be using the Archon, Shaman, Blacksmith, and the fourth hero is my choice. And I picked the Avenger because Archon paired up with the Avenger is bugged whenever you're using the Archon in the same deck, making him very, very powerful. Let's see how well can we do using this deck. My name is Mike, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Alright, shout out to the person down here for recommending me to try out this deck. We're already starting off facing the L.L.C. Alright, so Shaman Blacksmith combo, obviously very good. Can even make some heroes just do no damage at all. Let's nerf. We'll nerf the Archon and potentially the L.L.C. if I hit the corner here. So this should hit the corner, then hit the L.L.C. And yes, we do. The L.L.C. took a beating right there. That's actually pretty good. So, let's see. L.L.C. thankfully is doing barely any damage right now, but he is going to heal him up. Oh, never mind. He's going for the Archon for damage. Archon takes a beating. That's actually not that great, or not that good for me. We'll hit the L.L.C. again. Or should we hit the L.L.C. and then we'll buff up the Archon with the defensive buff. We might be able to push the Blacksmith towards the corner to get the trap ready. We actually do. Very well played. We actually got the corner hitting the Archon and the L.L.C. only. The Paladin and the Knight did not get hit at all. He is going to heal up the L.L.C. So there it is. Alright, so that's unfortunate, but that's still okay. We'll buff up the Avenger with the defensive buff here. And hitting the Archon and the Paladin. Archon actually takes a little bit of a beating right there. The Archon is getting pretty weak. Which, I mean, obviously I do not want him to die first, because then the L.L.C. is going to get fully healed up. So as long as he keeps healing himself up, that's awesome. We'll actually just push the Archon towards the corner, get the traps down there, and hit the Knight. The Knight actually takes a little bit of the damage, and then 3 heroes gets hit with a trap. So all 4 heroes got hit for that turn. That was pretty good. Down now with 75 health. We should be able to get a double hit to take him out. Unless he blocks me. He does not block me, kind of, sort of. This should be a double hit, yeah? The answer, it was not a double hit, but the Blacksmith was there to take him out. So, no need to worry about his ability anymore. The Paladin goes next. We still haven't, got the Avenger buffed, because nobody has died yet. So, let's hit the Archon twice, hopefully, and then hopefully this will hit the Knight as well. Ah, we missed the Knight. But we took out the Archon, so it's a 2v4 situation here, or 4v2 in my favor. He might hit the Paladin and then hit the Shaman. No, he decides to hit the Shaman only. Okay. This is actually, we should nerf the Knight. We should definitely nerf the Knight if possible. I don't think we can at this angle, but I want to do this as well to hit the corner. And we actually did over 120 damage to the Knight, which was pretty good. He is going for just straight damage, okay. And we shall hit the Paladin here, and the Knight. Paladin actually takes a beating right there, like 174 damage right there. That was really, really, really good. Now he'll take out the Archon, but that will buff up. Never mind, he does not take out the Archon. Does he know about the bug? He could potentially know the bug, which is why he's not focusing on him, you know? What can we do? We don't have a good angle here. Let's see if we can hit the Paladin and then somehow make the Blacksmith go down towards the corner and then hit the trap. Yes, we do. We took out the Paladin right there, and we actually hit the Knight with the trap. It's a 4v1 situation here, but all of my heroes are weak. This is dangerous. He is going after the Archon. I think he knows about the bug. I truly believe he knows about the bug. But regardless, as long as we can get a double hit right there, and we just won with an epic win. All of my heroes have less than 100 health. The highest health is the Shaman with 60 health. Everyone else has less than that. That was a crazy match. A very long one as well, but pretty good match, pretty good win right there. Let's continue on. Alright, we got the first win right there. Let's see who we're going to face here. It's a very, very attack-heavy deck, but at least we can nerf some of his heroes immediately. Like, we can definitely nerf the Thunder Idol and potentially the Enchantress here. Yes, we do. We did that perfectly. Sorry about the notifications. Let me get rid of that. He is going to buff up the Werewolf, hitting both here for 60. That's okay. But we might need to nerf... Let's nerf the Werewolf, even though that will get her ability active. There we go. All right. Werewolf does have her ability activated, but that's okay. Let's see. He is going to buff up. The Avenger takes a beating. That's not good. Not good at all. Plus, you know, the Assassin's already has an attack buff. Let's nerf the Thunder Idol right there while hitting the Werewolf. Assassin wasn't able to nerf him, so he's going to have the attack buff. So this is actually pretty dangerous because we can lose the Avenger without actually him being able to use his ability. And the Shaman just died! Are you kidding me? But the Avenger gets the buff, 165 damage. Let's push the Werewolf towards the Avenger right there while hitting the Enchantress as well. The Werewolf just died. Perfect. The Werewolf does just die. We don't need to worry about her anymore. But the Thunder Idol, thankfully with the attack nerf, can still do pretty decent amount of damage. He is going to buff up the Thunder Idol. Hits the Blacksmith. The Archon takes a little bit of a beating down there as well. Let's hit the Assassin here. Let's see if we can make the Enchantress go left towards the Archon. Which we do. And we actually nerfed the Enchantress to deal less damage. That's great. He is going to use the Assassin for damage here on my Archon, it seems like. 180 damage. Oof, quite a lot, honestly. Quite a lot. We shall double hit the Assassin here since the Avenger is bugged to deal more damage. There we go. We just took him out in 2 hits. Bugged Avenger, ladies and gentlemen. I keep messaging the team to see if they can do anything about the bug, but honestly, I honestly feel like I keep getting ignored. You know? Because I talked to the team like 2 or 3 times in their Discord server, and they haven't messaged me back or even acknowledged the post there, you know? So, unfortunate. Avenger, 243 damage, ladies and gentlemen. 243 damage. We can push the Avenger to deal damage to the Thunder Idol, but the Thunder Idol will survive with 7 health. There it is. Alright, so now we just need 1 hit on both heroes with any hero, and we're going to win. As long as it doesn't make contact with the Avenger, we should be able to win here. The Blacksmith actually survives. That's crazy. Let's see. What can we do? I feel like this is a risky play. But the Enchantress is lightweight. It should be fine. Let's see. There it is. We got the win. Another close match, not gonna lie. A very, very close match, but we got the victory right there. Very happy about that, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, let's continue on. Alright, guys. 3rd match here, facing a very, very strong deck. I would use the Robot instead of the Scarecrow, but that is just me. Jocelyn goes first. He might just buff up the Jocelyn with the Enchantress as quick as possible, because why not? No, he's going to use the Scarecrow for damage. Okay, on to the Archon and the Avenger. And that's a lot of damage. What am I supposed to do? We just took a major damage right there. With the Jocelyn, we might be able to make the Shaman enchant someone. We do enchant the Werewolf and the Enchantress, but the Shaman is just going to die, probably. So that's unfortunate, but he probably doesn't know about the Avenger bug here. So now the Avenger... Whoa. The Avenger has 243, or is doing 243 damage. So let's just double hit the Werewolf here. Because we do need to take out the Werewolf as quick as possible. She is very dangerous. And 0 health. That's how powerful the freaking Avenger is, bro. Oh, it's crazy, man. Oh, sorry about the notification. Let me get rid of that. He is going for the Avenger, but he dies! What? No way, dude. Well, we ain't winning here anymore, that's for sure. With a lonely Blacksmith, I'm not winning here. I mean, I'm just playing for fun, but there's definitely no way we're going to win here, so... 3v1, yeah. We might just surrender here. Oh yeah, I mean, he just did over 300 damage right there. We're just going to call it quits. Very well played to that person taking out the Avenger like I did, because if the Avenger would have survived 1 or 2 more turns, we would have definitely turned the tables around for the win, but he got me very good. Let's continue on. Alright, 2 wins, 1 loss. Hopefully this is a better match here. Striker with the Zombie. I'm kind of nervous about this, but let's see if we can win. We don't have a good angle onto the Striker, so we'll just double hit the Farmer here. We could potentially hit the Striker. Nope, we just double hit the Farmer for 122 damage. Not terrible. I just wish we could have hit the Striker as well, because the Striker is a very dangerous hero. We just lost the Avenger, didn't we? You know, the Avenger is still alive. The Avenger is barely hanging on, though. We'll hit the zombie like this, so that way it goes towards the Avenger, and the Avenger hits the Striker and the zombie right there. But of course, we are going to lose the Avenger, meaning that we won't be able to use this ability at all. Not even the bugged ability, so just focusing straight on the Avenger. You should try to hit somebody else. There it is. Oh. So you're going to... Okay. So just hit the Avenger. Alright, that's fine. Let's see. Can this enchant someone, please? Yes, we do enchant the zombie and the Striker. That's good. While we also buffed up the Shaman with the defensive buff, so he can tank now. I just need to try to nerf the farmer and the blood bite if possible, which we can definitely nerf the. Is that the farmer is really dangerous? I'll hit the farmer here. There you go, and we actually, well, we got the arena object, but then the Archon got the defensive buff. So he is going to double hit the Shaman, hit the the Blacksmith. Blacksmith! A little bit of damage right there, but we're still okay. Let's hit the Blacksmith, and hopefully with the Striker. The Striker's just dangerous. I need to take him out as quick as possible, but... Oh, we actually do make contact with the Striker. That's actually good. Alright, so Farmer and the Striker are super weak, which is awesome. He is going to take out the Blacksmith. Blacksmith is still alive, ladies and gentlemen. That's crazy. Let's double hit the Striker here. We hopefully hit the Farmer. Yes, we do. We actually took out the Farmer right there. Zombie is alive with 7 health. Striker is alive. So both... Well, the Zombie is going to die in the next turn unless he gets the speed buff. So we should focus on... Okay. We can nerf... Let's nerf the Blood Bite before the Shaman dies, because the Shaman is going to die. Oh, never mind. We actually gave the Shaman a defensive buff, so he can tank a little bit now. And thankfully, the Blood Bite is doing less damage. That's awesome. He's probably going to hit the Archon. So, a double hit, maybe? Just one hit. That's good. That's actually fantastic. Shaman did not take a single damage right there. Perfect. So, let's... Well, the Blood Bite honestly doesn't scare me. So let's just take out the Striker there. Maybe I could have focused on taking out the Blood Bite, but honestly the Blood Bite doing how much damage? 27, we get the defensive buff. Does not scare me. So, against the Archon alone, we should be fine. He's going for the Archon. And he got the defensive buff. That's not good. That is not good that the Blood Bite got the defensive buff right there. Let's do this. Towards the Archon. That's very good damage right there. Very good damage. 120 health. Okay. He's going to mark the Archon even more. So that's not good. We're taking a little bit of a beating, not gonna lie. But we should still be okay. We don't have a good angle here, though, to hit the Blood Bite. So we're gonna have to do this. Go up, and then we'll go down. Hit the Blood Bite. Nice double hit. That was actually a huge double hit, because now any hero can take out the Blood Bite in one shot. Unless he nerfs the Shaman right there. Is the Shaman still alive? No, the Shaman is dead. Shaman is dead, but we are going to win this match, ladies and gentlemen. With a nice little victory right there. Super happy about that victory. So we got 3 wins. 1 loss, a pretty dangerous deck to face. Striker paired up with the Zombie, and the Farmer is just... I get super scared every single time, but we managed to get the victory right there. Very happy about that. Let's continue on. Alright, so we got 3 wins, 1 loss. We're doing pretty good. Mummy Armadillo combo. Blood Bite is in game 2. Let's see if we can nerf the Armadillo and the Blood Bite, or at least one of them. No, we got both of them. That's huge. Oh, and also the Slime. So Slime, Mummy, paired up with the Armadillo. Okay. So he is going after the Shaman and removing the... Nope, he's going after the Shaman, but the Shaman having that enchantment is not going to do damage to me. The Blood Bites bites, basically. So I guess we'll nerf the Slime here. 112 damage, not too bad. Blood Bite goes next. He's going for the... Who? He's going to mark the Archon. Burns the Archon. Very well played right there. But again, the marks are not doing anything to me, which is awesome. Push the Armadillo towards the fire. Armadillo died He's not going to be able to remove my enchantments and place bombs, but he can replace them with the mummy or the slime here, which he probably will right now using the mummy's ability and pushing the Archon towards the fire again as well. I mean, Avenger takes a beating as well. Holy, not good, ladies and gentlemen, not good at all. Let's hit the slime, either double hit or push him towards the fire. We actually did both. We failed to hit the mummy. Hitting the mummy would have been the cherry on top, but we missed. But still, we're doing very good damage here. Not that much damage to the Avenger. That's fine, yeah. That did not scare me too much. I'm not sure if we can push the mummy towards the Archon, because we're slow down, but we'll try. And yes, we do. 130 damage, if I'm doing the math correctly. So he is going to hit the the Avenger. Blacksmith also takes a little bit of a beating, but we're still fine. Let's hit the Blood Bite. He keeps marking my heroes, which is annoying. We also just took out the slime. That's perfect. Took out the slime. So we just gotta worry about the mummy and the Blood Bite. We should be able to win here pretty easily. Let's see what he does. Going after the Avenger. Okay, that makes sense. So he's gonna go after the Avenger here. And then the Shaman will get hit. No, the Blacksmith was going to get hit, but the Arena object blocked. The Avenger is going to die the next turn. And it's not like we can give him the defensive buff right now. Push the Blood Bite toward... We failed to push him towards the fire, but we still managed to take him up because the Blacksmith was there. So that's pretty good. So the Blood Bite... Or not the Blood Bite. The Avenger will die this turn. So I won't be able to use this ability. But then it's going to be a 3v1 situation here. So we should be able to win without the Avenger. All we gotta do now is just... We should be able to push the mummy towards the fire, yeah? That's going to be huge damage. Right there, I guess. Bada boom, he surrendered. Let's go. Alright, good game right there, ladies and gentlemen. We got 4 wins and 1 loss. We're doing pretty good. Very happy that we're going decently far as of right now. We just need 8 more wins to get to the max reward. Can we get there? A little too early to say, but let's find out. Let's continue on. Alright, guys, we got 4 wins, 1 loss. Facing against... We keep facing Blood Bite. Interesting. It's not like the Blood Bite is meta. I haven't seen the Blood Bite in ladder at all, so maybe he's not meta, but facing him 3 times in a row is pretty interesting to see. Not gonna lie. Can we buff up the Avenger while pushing the Shaman upwards to enchant the Jawsome? Very risky play, but we're going to try. The answer to that is yes, we actually did it, ladies and gentlemen. We actually did it. Enchantress goes next. This is where he could probably just buff up the Jawsome and the Farmer here. And push the Jawsome downwards to deal damage, which... He thankfully got the defensive buff. He did not keep the attack buff, but still, he did a bunch of damage to me. Not sure if we can nerf the Farmer by doing this. We did, but we failed to enchant the Jawsome, which I wanted to do, but that did not happen. So he is going to take out my Shaman here. Yeah, the Shaman just died. Meaning that at least the Avenger will have the attack buff here for 165 damage instead of 100 and, you know, whatever it's supposed to be. So we're going to be doing juicy damage right there. Let's hit the Blood Bite like this with a double hit, and then we should be able to hit the Avenger towards the Farmer. I mean, what is my opponent supposed to do if the Avenger is just doing major damage, you know? Just major damage. Alright, so Blood Bite goes next. He's going to mark the Avenger, but with having, you know, the defensive buff, that doesn't do anything to me at all. So, double hit right here. This should be a double hit to take him out, yeah. Right there. There we go. Technically a triple hit, so that was an overkill. So Jawsome and the Enchantress, this person cannot do anything. This person is struggling. So Jawsome goes next. Going to nerf the Blacksmith. That's fine. Nerf the actually just took out the Blacksmith, so very well played. Let's see, Archon goes next, yeah? So we should be able to double hit right here. Not sure if we can push the the Avenger towards the Jawsome. We did! Oh, what a double kill! The Avenger was actually doing 243 damage. Let's freaking go, ladies and gentlemen. What an amazing destructive game right there. Avenger getting that buffed damage up. Let's go. Let's continue on. Alright, so, I mean, we're doing very good. 5 wins, 1 loss. Facing the Wombo combo, we got the Blacksmith, and we start off with the Blacksmith. That's actually huge. I could enchant immediately, but it might be for the best to give my heroes defensive buffs first. So that way, if he does decide to use the Thunderpulse's charges, he's going to do minuscule damage to my Avenger and the Archon, which is my main attackers, basically. So he's going for the Archon here, and the Avenger. Get some charges in, but like I said, the charges won't do that much damage. So let's... I mean, Archon goes next. What can we do with the Archon, you know? Should we double hit the Spellwing? We could try to double hit the Spellwing and potentially even push him towards the Avenger. No. We didn't double hit, but we still did good damage to the Ragnar and the Spellwing right there. He is going to get some axes, charges, and echoes to play around with here. Healing up the Ragnar as well. We're okay. Again, the charges is doing minuscule damage to me. Can we double hit the Thunderpulse here? Push it towards the Archon. There we go. We just took out this Thunderpulse right there, dealing damage to this Paladin. And the Ragnar took some goop damage. Extra damage as well because it was in the Archon's aura. So a little bit of a bonus right there. He's going to heal up the Spellwing, push the Archon towards the Echo to remove the enchantment, plus dealing... He did not push me towards the Echo. Nice double hit with the axis up there towards Avenger. Cannot speak sometimes. What can we do? Not good. Can we just get that Avenger out of the way? Push the Avenger out of the way right there. And we nerfed the Spellwing, but he does have a decent amount of echoes on the board, so he can use to heal himself up and remove his enchantments, or even deal damage to me, removing my enchantments. He's going for the heals and the axes. Nope. Yep. Heals and the axes. Uses up one echo, but then he places more. So well played. Yep. Nerf that Ragnar right now. Nerf him. There we go. And now the Spellwing and the Paladin taking damage from the goop. And we did damage to the Ragnar, which was pretty good. But he does have healers. Plus echoes to heal himself up with. So he's going for the multi-hit on the Shaman here. That should not be death. Should not be death unless he gets a triple hit. Never mind, he's going for the Archon. Removes the enchantments. Uses up a bunch of echoes to heal up the Ragnar. Okay. Let's nerf the Ragnar again, I guess. I think that's the best thing to do right now. So that way we keep his damage low. The Paladin is just taking constant damage, which is awesome. But will he take out the Shaman right now? He's going to heal up the Ragnar once again. That will focus on the Archon. So, nothing to worry about. It's, okay. He keeps healing up his heroes, which is very, very annoying. Nerf the Paladin. This should also hit the Spellwing. Oh, our speed is super slow. I thought we were going to push the Paladin towards the Shaman. That was a big oof. We missed. So he is going to take out the Shaman right now, yeah? And that way we can finally use the Avenger's attack buff to deal damage. So this is where we can definitely shine to win here. At least maybe, because right now we're not doing too great, you know? Can we make the Avenger hit someone here, please, with the buff? Oh, no, we tried. I just wanted to buff up the Archon, though. Or, sorry, the Avenger. Alright, so he is going to take out the Archon here, which means the Avenger will be doing 200 and how much damage? 243 damage. I don't think he knows this. So we'll push it towards the Ragnar and hopefully the Paladin here. We missed! Hit the Spellwing! Ooh! Alright. But both heroes are still alive. So he is going to definitely heal up the Ragnar and the Spellwing here. And this is where we can potentially see some magic happen. How is the Archon still alive? That's a question. Alright. So we should be able to take out both of these guys because they're both in... the Spellwing is in the Archon's aura. So there it is. So... Ragnar is not doing damage to the Archon at all. So his best bet is to push the Avenger towards the Echo. And then somehow make contact with the Archon, which he is also not... Or he's actually taking 1 damage. 1 damage from the Ragnar. 1 damage. Let's see. And he completely whiffed. He failed. So our best bet is to push the Ragnar towards the Avenger here. And there it is. Stuck in the goop. That was actually very dangerous. It was actually not enough to take him out in one shot, but thankfully the Ragnar was in the goop to get taken out right there. And this person is probably just very confused as to why we were doing that much damage. So let's go, guys. Let's continue on. All right, guys. Very lucky match in the last one, facing that wombo combo. Striker. When this deck is going to be pretty dangerous. Warlord gets the buff, and he does go first, so very well played. He's just going to go after, for base damage, basically. 100 and... Okay, that was actually over 200 damage to the Blacksmith, so very well played. We'll buff up the Avenger and hopefully the Archon here. Hopefully we'll hit the Striker up there. There we go, with a nice double hit, dealing 174 damage, if I'm doing the math correctly. Farmer goes next. He is going to just hit the Archon, yeah. Just hits the Archon and the Shaman. We might... What can we do? Push the Avenger, or sorry, the Archon towards the Warlord here. We do nerf the Warlord, so there we go. The Warlord's doing less damage. Striker goes next. Jossum gets the buff. I'm not sure if the Jossum is near enough to the Avenger for him to get some damage, unless he pushes the Jossum closer to the Avenger, which... He pushes the Avenger closer to the Jossum, so very well played. That's a lot of damage. Alright, so let's hit the Warlord. We don't want him to just keep buffing up his heroes, you know? So we did damage to 3 heroes, not too bad. Striker gets the buff. This is where we could lose the Avenger here, if he does this correctly. Yep, he is going to do that. Let's see if he... yeah, the Avenger is going to die here. Unfortunate. Alright, so we won't be able to use the bug, obviously. So that's unfortunate. With that being said, I don't think we're winning here. We're gonna have to rely on just base damage. And nerfing these his heroes right there. Just make them do less damage. And yeah, I mean, we did damage to 3 heroes right there. They're all pretty nerfed. And, you know, Archon with the defensive buff plus the first hit being reduced damage. Facing heroes that are nerfed, we should be fine. Oh, 64. Oh, the Striker is buffed. That's why, dude. Alright, so Blacksmith gets taken out. That's fine. So we should be able to just focus on the... Yeah, just focus on the Warlord here. Not sure if we can push the Striker towards the Shaman. We did. Everyone is nerfed. So all of their first attacks against the Archon is weakened, basically. He needs to do at least 37 damage in one hit to deal basically any damage to the Archon. But he's going after the Shaman, which is a very, very weird choice. Very weird choice. I want to take out that Striker. We should be able to hit the Jossum as well, maybe. Maybe. Let's do that. We did damage to the Farmer, I guess. That's fine. So, Farmer, 32 damage. Jossum, 20 damage. Again, both Farmer and the Jossum are not doing damage in the first hit, at least, against the Archon. He actually did snowball damage right there. Shaman died. This is where things can be pretty dangerous, not gonna lie. Snowball is blocking me. Are you freaking kidding me, dude? We're gonna have to do that. Just hit the corner and then hit the Jossum. We also hit the Farmer. Not terrible. All right. Yeah, if I'm correct, he should not be able to do damage in the first hit. First hit only. Let's see. 1 damage. And then he's going to pull 1 damage each. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the snowball again, dude? Come on. Hit the snowball and then hopefully the Archon actually... No, it does not hit the Farmer, but... I mean, we do hit the Jossum, which is not bad. I mean, the Jossum is doing no damage at all, basically. Like, look at that 1 damage. That's nothing, dude. Again, these snowballs are blocking me, dude. We're gonna have to just shoot a snowball at the Farmer. We had no other option. We had to do that. We had no other option. So Farmer goes next. Again, the first hit does not deal damage to the Archon. There it is. And 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage. And then 21 damage right there. Take out the Farmer since the Farmer is the one that's doing... Or should we just do this? No. Play it safe. Take out the Farmer. Take out the farmer, and we actually hit the Johnson right there. Let's go. All right. So very good match right there. Buffed Archon with the defensive buff is really good. The first hit, you're not taking a single damage at all. It's like having a knight in the deck, basically. Let's continue on. All right, guys. I mean, we're doing incredibly well right now. Berserker in this deck is really weird. You usually don't see the Berserker at all, at nowhere. So props to this person for using a Berserker, huh? So let's buff up. I could go for the trap, but I think it's best to just nerf immediately on the werewolf here. And then we'll buff up the Archon and the Shaman with the defensive buff. Werewolf does have the defensive buff, but it's okay. Whenever she is not in her werewolf form, she is doing no damage at all. But she is right now, so something to worry about a little bit, but nothing too scary just yet, you know? What can we do? Should we hit the Paladin, potentially the Druid? We could potentially hit the Druid by hitting the Paladin like this, yeah? Right there. And, we actually double hit the Paladin. Because of the double hit, the Shaman did not go towards the Druid, but that's fine. He's going after the Shaman. Okay, hit the Shaman. I should probably focus on hitting the traps instead of just going for straight damage on these guys, but, I mean, you know, it's okay. We can still win here. Hit the Werewolf again, and then we'll hit the trap. Yeah, this will activate her ability again, but it's best to just take her out at any point, even if it means activating her ability. And we also hit the Druid. He's going for the trap. Okay, so this person is going to be annoying right now. Activating the trap, basically. So, let's... We might miss. That's the problem. Hit the Archon. Make the Avenger go towards the trap. There we go. Yeah, we needed to activate the trap. We don't want him to activate the trap on us, you know? That's why we did that. So he's going for the Blacksmith. Oh, never mind. He's going for the Archon. And, alright, Blacksmith goes next. We could go for straight damage, but then again, we can always just go for the trap. Yeah, go for the trap. It will hit everyone, so let's just do that. Straight trap. Druid taking the most damage right there. Oh, the Paladin did not get hit. And of course, here it is. The Berserker gets his ability active right now. So he is going for the Werewolf, going after the Avenger. That's not going to be good. Alright, thankfully it wasn't as much as I was expecting, you know? Alright, so... Hit the Druid and with the Werewolf. I want to hit the Berserker to lower his damage, but we weren't able to do so. But it's okay. Werewolf goes next. He's going to heal up nope, he's going for the Shaman to push it towards the Berserker. We're still fine. We shall now nerf the Berserker. Hit the Werewolf again. And now all 4 heroes are weakened. And we still haven't buffed up the Avenger, which we definitely should. At some point, we should buff up the Avenger. And even though I want to activate the trap, it might be for the best to buff up the Avenger now. And we should be able to deal damage. And yes, we do. On to the Paladin. Okay. If he decides to heal up the Berserker, I think it will remove his ability. So he might not go for heals. He's going for the Blacksmith, which, I mean, the Blacksmith did his job, so perfect. Now the Avenger has 165 damage to work with, you know? We shall do that. Hit the trap. We hit the Berserker. All right. I mean, Druid and the Berserker are pretty weak. Going after the Shaman, again, I mean, he's going for heroes that it's unnecessary. He is going after the Shaman. No, he's going to heal up the Berserker. The Berserker's ability got removed. Take out the Shaman, so now the Avenger has 243 damage to work with, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh-wee! Let's double hit the Werewolf there. Hit the Druid, please. Thank you. We took out the Druid, so no more direct hits. Will he hit the Archon? If he does... actually, I think the Archon will survive. Oh, the Avenger. Oh, boy. Let's... double hit. Yeah, double hit the... No, we do need to be careful, though. Because if he activates the trap, then we are going to lose here, right? Oh, this isn't good. I just realized my predicament. No, we'll just do that. The Berserker is doing no damage to me. Never mind. I mean, his ability just got active, so yeah. I didn't think I don't think there was a way to win there. I don't think there was a way to win there. So he is going to take me out, sadly, unless he somehow misses. So what we need to do now is, if I can figure out a way to stay away from the Berserker, I could win here. But if I mean, I cannot take out the Paladin. I cannot. So let's see if I can double hit the Berserker here. Make him go up. There it is. The Berserker is up there. The Paladin cannot do damage to me. At least in the first hit, he cannot do damage to me. So, there it is. First hit doing absolutely nothing. He did not think about the defensive buffs, ladies and gentlemen. Take out... Wait, will he survive? Ah, he's going to survive, isn't he? Yeah, he's going to survive the first hit, so we need a double hit. So we'll do that. Oh, let's go, dude. Wow, let's freaking go. We survived with 2 health, ladies and gentlemen. He miscalculated. He should have known that he needed 37 damage in 1 hit to actually deal damage to me. Let's freaking go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue on. All right, we got a super lucky win in the last one. Now we have 8 wins, ladies and gentlemen. Another striker deck, but we do start off with the blacksmith, so we can start off giving defensive buffs, which I think it's best to start giving defensive buffs instead of giving him attack nerfs. Also, the druid takes a little bit of a beating like there for like 94 damage, or around that number. Striker goes next. He might just go for the shaman. Yeah, he's definitely going after the shaman. Pushing him towards the blood bite to get some marks off. Is the shaman even alive? No. But the Avenger does have the buff, so we did not nerf anyone. But we are going to start dealing damage using the buffed Avenger. So let's go. Striker takes a beating. Let's go. The Striker takes a huge beating right there. Farmer goes next. He might just mark the blood bite, but honestly, that's nothing. We got the defensive buff, so their marks does not affect me at all. So hit the blood bite and the Striker here. We missed the blood bite, but that's fine. We missed the blood bite, but I mean, you can see his health bar. It's white. It was supposed to hit, but of course I got the aim bug. It's fine. We should win here because, you know, the blood bite, even if I have 2, the marks are not doing damage to me. So Blacksmith is starting to become an A tier hero, maybe even an S tier hero. Maybe. I still need to do... What can we do? Hit the druid? We'll hit the druid here. Ah! I want it... Okay, we still managed to hit it towards the Avenger, but I was trying to double hit it with the Blacksmith. But still, we did over 200 damage with the Avenger right there, which is awesome. He needs to know that he needs to take out my Avenger, like, immediately. Only 13 damage to the Avenger, which is absolutely nothing. So we shall... No, just double hit the druid. We don't need the druid alive. Do that. There we go. Now we just gotta worry about the farmer and the blood bite. The blood bite is doing no damage to me, at least some marks. So let's see. Farmer is the most dangerous hero right now. The pumpkins does more damage than his marks. So he's going to just hit the Archon and the Avenger here normally, right? Yeah, we just gotta focus straight on the farmer, no matter what. Just focus on the farmer. 23 damage. Yep, that's fine. So just do that. Push it towards the Blacksmith and the Archon. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Farmer with only 63 health. With the Blacksmith going next, I do need 2 hits. Unless I push him towards someone else. Or if the farmer is in the Archon's aura, then we can take her out in 1 hit. So it's going to do that. Keep marking my heroes, but that's going to do nothing, dude. Nothing at all. Take out the farmer right now, leaving only the bloodbath alive, doing basically no damage to me. Let's see, so he's doing 55. So at least the base damage, he's doing 34 damage per hit, if I'm doing the math correctly. More around there, yeah. Or 36. Well, Archon's aura. 36 damage per hit. But as you can see, the marks are doing nothing. No matter how many marks he puts on me, the defensive buff is what's keeping me alive, ladies and gentlemen. Because it's 16 per tick. It does not add up to 64. It's 16 times 4, if that makes sense. Which is 64, but it's divided by 4, which is 16. So, and of course, the defensive buff It's protecting me for 19, so it's doing no damage at all. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue on. Alright, guys. We're just 3 wins away from getting to the max reward. Arrowheart! What? We're facing an Arrowheart, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, boy. Let's see what he can do with the Arrowheart. We're only going to do 61 damage to the Johnson right there. Arrowheart is a very weird hero to face right now. Sorry about the notification. Very weird hero. Let's see if we can beat him. He is going to get the trap up there, which is fine. No, it's not fine. It's actually not fine because we cannot get the trap up there anymore. So we shall just, I guess, nerf. No, we should be able to hit the Jawsome and then hit the trap, maybe? Yeah? Is that going to work? No. No, no, no. We actually hit the Arrowheart. Okay. So, Arrowheart, what was he doing? What was he doing? We have to hit the trap. We should be able to nerf the Jawsome as well, which is good, but we do need to hit the trap. If not, then he's going to hit me. And there we go. Perfect. We got the trap. Everyone gets hit. And we actually buffed up the Archon and the Shaman right there for a little bit of a bonus. Not too bad. Alright, so Jawsome is doing less damage. He is going to heal up the Gargoyle, getting an Echo. That's okay. Let's buff. No, we'll go for the trap again. We'll go for the trap. This should push the Shaman to deal damage. On to the Arrowheart. Ooh! Jawsome get a triple hit. Let's go, dude. Alright. Alright. He's going to get some more Echoes here. And deal more damage using the Gargoyle's ability. Actually removes the Avenger's defensive buff. That's not good. Not good at all, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so let's... I mean, Jawsome's attack does not scare me, you know? I guess we'll take out his Arrowheart, I guess. No, his Arrowheart is still alive. Alright, so Gargoyle goes next. Arrowheart and Jawsome pretty weak. He is going to buff up the Arrowheart, so that's something to think about. Yeah, Arrowheart has like a lot of damage saved up. We do need to take him out. So we'll do that. But the problem is... Well, actually, the Blacksmith is blocking the Spellwing from hitting the trap. He could still potentially hit it, but it's actually going to be difficult with the Blacksmith there blocking the trap. So let's see what he does. Is he going to go for straight damage, or... He's going to heal up the Spellwing? And misses the trap! Missed the trap, ladies and gentlemen, but I don't think we have a way to get the trap for ourselves. That's unfortunate. We might miss if we do that. We'll try it. We got it! We got it. We got the damage. Or we got the trap. Let's go. Alright. Good. We got the trap. 4v2 situation. So let's do... I mean, I want to nerf the Spellwing. I really do, but it might be for the best to just keep going for damage on one of his heroes right there. There it is. The Gargoyle might be the best hero to go after, so that way he doesn't place Echoes because of the Gargoyle. So we should be able to just focus on him, and then we'll worry about the Spellwing Unknown. And nerfing him will be a bonus. He is going to heal up the Gargoyle even more, placing some Echoes. So let's... We'll get the trap here, just to make his life a little bit miserable. And we actually did a little bit of damage to the Gargoyle right there. Alright. Gargoyle goes next. He is going for the trap. Misses the trap! Misses the trap, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so let's double hit the Spellwing here. Nerfed the Spellwing. Let's go. So he can only work with 2 Echoes in a 4v1 situation here. Not sure if he's going to win. I highly doubt it. He can heal up and get his attack buff back. Actually takes out the Blacksmith. That will give my Avenger an attack buff. So can we push the Spellwing towards the Avenger to win the game here, ladies and gentlemen? Right here should do the trick. And yes, we do. Nice game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's freaking go. We are on a roll, to say the least, ladies and gentlemen. What a fantastic game. We just need 2 more wins to get to the max reward. Let's continue on. All right, guys. Just 2 more wins, and we can afford just 1 more loss, and then the final loss is the 3rd one, obviously. So facing, he has Armadillo, but lucky for him, I have the Blacksmith. So Unfortunately, he can use the Armadillo's ability against me if I enchant my heroes with the defensive buff. So let's see if we can just nerf his heroes quickly and then try to take out his Armadillo first if possible. But he's just going for the Archon only and then burning everyone. Let's nerf the Golem and the Armadillo here, especially the Armadillo. The Armadillo does the most damage here. We completely missed the Armadillo. We got the robot at least, but we missed the Armadillo. Alright, so we might need to buff up my heroes though, just to prevent taking a lot of damage from the bombs, the fire, all the good stuff, you know? So we might need to do that instead. So we are going to buff up the Avenger here. Skeleton just took a beating there, almost died. Okay, Robot takes a little bit of a beating right there as well from the fire. My Avenger goes next. He is going after the Archon and the Blacksmith. Never mind, he's going after the Shaman. That's actually good because then I won't be able to nerf the rest of his heroes. But my Avenger does get the buff, which he probably doesn't know about. So hopefully that's something that he does not know about and we can take advantage of it, you know? So double hit the robots. Double hit her like that. 330 damage. Does he know about that? Probably not. But he is probably going to place a bomb on him. No, he is going to keep the Avenger there. And just go after the Archon. Why did he do that? That's a very weird play. Why did he do that? Okay. So we shall push the Avenger towards the Armadillo here. Double hit. Ah, we almost got the burn. We almost burnt those heroes up there so they can take a little bit of damage. And that will also not activate the robot's bombs, you know, which can be pretty dangerous. Even if we have the defensive buff, it is so dangerous. He is going to place a bomb right there. Is the Avenger still alive? Yes, still alive. Just barely hanging on though. We are going to just buff up here, take out the robot, and we're going to burn the skeleton. All right, so we actually got the defensive buff on the Avenger again, which could be dangerous because he can place a bomb on the Avenger and then deal damage to everyone using the bomb, which is not the greatest or not ideal, but it's best to protect myself from at least, you know, the tremor from the Golem. But look at this, you know, we can actually hit the Golem right here. Not sure if we can hit the Armadillo, but I really want to by doing this. We do, and we actually do not hit... Oh, never mind, we actually took out the skeleton. We took out the skeleton, so he actually gets more health back. Not good, but it's okay. So, let's see. We just gotta try to... Okay, so he's just going to do that. That's fine. Avenger is taking minuscule damage. That's fine. Let's hit the... We'll hit the skeleton regularly. Not sure if we can make the Avenger hit the Golem, but we're definitely going to try by doing this. No way we missed. We're going to get the burn, but we missed the direct hit, which would have been amazing, dude. Would have been awesome. He knows he needs to take out the Avenger. That's my main attacker. He missed! He missed, ladies and gentlemen. He missed. So we gotta do now is just hit the Golem at this angle. Make the Avenger go left to hit the skeleton. No, we missed! We missed the touch. All right. Still, it's a 3v1 situation right there. And of course, especially the Archon with over 300 health, we should be fine in winning this match. I just can't believe we made the Avenger miss. The Avenger has 1 health! 1 health! Let's go, dude. What? Let's freaking go, ladies and gentlemen. Another good game right there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is becoming one of my greatest runs. Although my perfect run, it's still, of course, the best with 12 wins in a row with no losses. This is still a good run. Let's continue on. All right, guys. This could be the final battle if we win here. Enchantress Jawsome combo. We start off with the Shaman, which is a good start, actually. Even though I want to enchant his Jawsome, we should be able to do it at this angle, right? There you go. Enchanting the Jawsome immediately. We don't want him, you know, doing a bunch of damage because of his ability, you know. He is going to buff up the Mummy, which is not good. I'm not gonna lie, not good. He actually hits the Blacksmith first and then buffs up the Mummy. That's a very weird combination, but okay. We are going to buff up the Avenger and make the Blacksmith hit the trap, hopefully. We don't make him hit the trap. We did buff up the Avenger and the Archon, but we completely missed hitting the trap. That was not good. But it's still doable to win here. He is going for the trap and then hitting the Jawsome. Okay, so we should... we cannot hit the trap. Sadly, we cannot hit the trap. Enchantress goes next. Let's see if we can somehow make the Gargoyle hit the Shaman here. Yes, we do. Yes, we did. And a little bit of damage to the Mummy. Not too bad. Can he hit the trap? The Avenger's kind of blocking. So I think the best way that he can do it is... Never mind, he's going to buff up the Jawsome. He is going to buff up the Jawsome. That's actually dangerous for me. But as long as he's not near heroes... Yep, he's not near heroes. That's perfect. Okay. So let's... hit the Jawsome and activate the trap up there. Even though I couldn't nerf the Mummy, we actually did decent damage to the Gargoyle and the Jawsome. Plus, we got the trap ready. So just activate the trap on my side, and we should be able to, go crazy with the trap. That's going to be a lot of damage. Ouch. My Shaman just died, but that means the Avenger has to buff, which he probably does not know. The Jawsome needs to die. The Jawsome just needs to die, so a double hit will be enough here. No, the Blacksmith! Are you kidding me? The Blacksmith blocks the Avenger from getting the double hit. Oh, Avenger, please stay alive. He is dead, isn't he? Yep. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's painful in my heart. Very painful. Will this activate the trap? This should activate the trap, yeah? It does activate the trap. We also hit the Mummy. And everyone else gets hit with the trap. Not too bad. I just can't believe it. I needed the Jawsome to die, and he just took out my Avenger, which of course is not good, obviously. And he's going to use his ability. My Blacksmith just died. And I have no idea how to activate the trap down there because the Enchantress is blocking me. But it might be for the best to just go for the double hit on the Mummy here. And then hopefully hit the Jawsome. There you go. We do. Alright, so 1v2 situation. Not sure if we can win here, especially if he activates the trap. Thankfully, the defensive buff is protecting me from 37 damage in the first hit, which is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. 7 damage, but then he activates the trap. I hope we are out of range from the trap. No, we are not out of range. We'll activate the trap here. Hopefully we can hit the Gargoyle. No, we don't. That's not good. If only the Gargoyle had the attack nerf. We lost, obviously. There's no way we're going to win here. Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, I played that so bad. I really hope that this not cost me the run. I have one more chance of winning here to get the max reward. Fingers crossed. Let's continue on. Alright guys, the final battle, win or lose. Of course, we want to win. He does have the Thunder Paws, which means the defensive buff will be crucial. I need to give everyone defensive buff as quick as possible, especially to the heroes that, of course, I gonna need to use to get the... that's going to do the most damage, which, first of all, is going to be Avenger. We'll do that, hit the Farmer. We won't be able to get the Archon. We actually nerfed the Thunder Paws. That's actually huge. The Thunder Paws doing the most damage, nerfing him was really, really good. He's going to get to the charges, which thankfully the Avenger is going to get kind of protected from. Never mind. Okay. Weird play. Not gonna lie. Weird play. We shall nerf the Druid and the Ice Queen. Just nerf both of these guys here. There we go. I cannot believe we missed hitting the Ice Queen towards the Avenger. That was a weird, but okay. Alright, so Ice Queen will be doing a decent amount of damage here to the Archon and the Shaman and the Blacksmith. I just need to... What can we do? What can we do, ladies and gentlemen? Just hit both these guys and then we'll get the burn, right? I think that's the best play. Oh yeah, we just took out the Thunder Paws, which is his main attacker. So he's not going to worry about the charges anymore, which he shouldn't have in the first place. But let's see if we can nerf the Farmer. Nerfing the Farmer would be good before the Shaman dies, but... I mean, anything can happen, right? Let's hit... just hit both these guys normally. We might be able to push the Farmer towards the Shaman if we do this correctly, right? Yes, we do. And Farmer takes huge damage. We took out the Ice Queen. Farmer only has 4 health. It's a 4v2 situation here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's freaking go. This should be GG's already, dude. Alright, so we shall hit the farmer here. Let's see if we can make the Avenger hit the corner so that way it bounces back towards the Druid. Which we do, 87 damage. 4v1 situation here. And the Druid is doing less damage to the Avenger at least. So this should be awesome. 3 damage to the Avenger. He is not going to win. Definitely not going to win, ladies and gentlemen. So just do this right there. Bada bing, bada boom. So 143 damage if I'm doing the math correctly. Yeah, this should be a good game for me. This should be a victory for me, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see. So it's going for the double hit, which, I mean, 3 damage. He misses the double hit anyway. All right, the Avenger does go next. Just get the burn, but we're not going to get the burn, but it's just for a direct hit right there. 71 health left for the Druid. We are taking, constant burn damage from him, which is very good for him, and he just took out the Shaman, meaning that the Avenger will now has his ability bugged, but all we need now is just 1 hit to take out the Druid, ladies and gentlemen, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the game, and we completed the run with 12 wins. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Very happy to say that this bugged Avenger deck got 12 wins. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen, for my baby account. Let's claim this reward right here. We definitely need it as much as possible. I'm looking for Pirates, trying to get the Pirates to level 20. So we got the Striker Farmer, Slime. We're definitely not getting the Pirate for this run. But still, getting a good amount of cards for my baby account is always a welcoming, presence. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you did, please make sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel for more Smashing 4 videos. An incredible run. The bugged Avenger definitely helped me win, obviously, in certain matches that his over damage just turned the tables around, basically, in my favor. So it was awesome. If you guys have any other recommendations that you want to see, just send me those down in the comments below. That's what I do it for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thanks again for your continued support. I will see you next one. Take care.